yourself on there. Ah! Hi, guys. We are here at the finals. We are so ready to be done here.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's about to rain again. We gotta clean up all these electronics. Anyway, we've got Matt Alcina versus, is it Jorge or the
Jorge?
It's a Jorge.
Yeah,
okay,
it's Jorge.
Cool. The Mawai player you guys just saw on stream. So he is from Arizona, from what I've heard. So if you are an Arizona local, you might have seen him and his friends before. But yeah, here we go, guys. Finals. Let's get this bread. I made garlic bread actually, so it's perfect time.
Garlic bread. So Matt is running Yveltal, Kyogre, Scizor, Landorus, Coco, and Finny.
Yep, and you've got Jorge with, like you guys just saw, that Groudon, Yveltal, Mawile, Tapu Fini, Landorus there, and that Cresselia. Shiny Duck in Pokemon Go! I'm so excited!
Yes.
Oh.
Moon burp, moon burp.
As you can tell, we're really excited for this match to get going and to finish up. So what's really fun, I think, about this is they've got, you know, if you look at Cresselia and Tapu Fini, you know, there's been a lot of jokes made about the two of them, about Tapu Fini being the better Cresselia because it has access to a lot of the moves. You've got both the Mega Steel type potential here. You've got the Yveltal and then the opposing restricted, and then you've got the Landoruses as well, but then you've also got the other Tapu setters, right? So there's a lot of similarities that happen on these teams, and I think it comes down to how well can you use your Mega and how well can you use your restricted. Like we've seen before, the person that has the dominant weather usually wins out.
Yep.
So I'm excited. I'm so happy Mega Mawile is the thing in this team. Like it's actually super great. I like Gen 3. I don't know if you guys can tell at all.
And Matt sending out Finny and Lando, and Jorge sending out Lando and Yveltal.
Yeah, and how they interact here is going to be really important, right? We've seen Matt's Intimidate going off first, but after Jorge's Dark Aura from that Yveltal, and we get the Intimidate now from Jorge going last on this field as Tapu Fini's Misty Trade is going to be going. So Tapu Fini is generally a slow Pokemon, and I think the nice thing about slow Tapu Finis too is, like we'd seen with Geo's Tapu Fini, is that the slower that you are, the easier it is for you to heal both Pokemon here. I don't think we've actually seen Matt on stream all day long. So his team is kind of a mystery to us as well, to everybody else. But we're
coming out with a Z move, coming out strong. Yep, that was beautiful. So that Yveltal is going to be doing the Black Hole Eclipse. I'm not going to make the heart joke a third time.
I think it's going to go into that Landorus, right? It's kind of a scary Pokemon to have to deal with, and it's not something you want to move around on the field. Especially because it might have access to Ground EMZ. I think if I saw correctly, didn't Jorge have a Ground EMZ on his Landorus?
I don't remember actually. And yes, that takes out the KO from Lando. Oh, with Lando going into HP, that was most likely an HP Ice meant for that for the other Lando. Tapu Fini sending out the Icy Wind, which is
Yeah, that
is a lot of damage.
It's also a critical hit on that Landorus that we just saw, but Landorus also just generally doesn't enjoy those ice type moves, right? Landorus and Salamence have historically been not very big fans of the cold. But I think Matt losing that Landorus is really tough for him. So now he's forced to bring in his own Yveltal here, and that's actually that's a really bulky Yveltal, and revealing that Misty Sea plus special defenses is also good for it. But that is a thick Yveltal. 225 HP is a lot for this Pokemon. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, we both got a keys back at the same time.
Yay, twins! So now Yveltal versus Finny and Lando. Let's see what happens.
What's nice is I think Matt might have the speed advantage now because of the fact that Tapu Fini connected both those Icy Winds, and Jorge is just gonna be forced to bring out that Landorus.
And put in the Mawile. And Mawile's Intimidate going up as well, so that Yveltal and Finny get the drop. I think Finny is now a -2. Matt's Yveltal going into the Mawile. Finny going into the Nature's Madness. Yeah, into the Yveltal, into the opposing So many Yveltals. I don't like this.
Yeah, so Jorge's Yveltal also going for foul play here, and we see it do not quite much damage. That Icy Wind did force it to be slower than a Tapu Fini. We saw from the first, that turn 0, that Dark Aura went up before Misty Terrain. So now with that Mawile now on the field, that ability for Mega Evolution and the huge power, it has so much potential to just do a lot of damage, right? And if you don't have a way to stop it, and I doubt there's not that much that Matt has for it, it makes it a tough Pokemon to kind of take care of.
So Mawile's going to Mega Evolve and put on Pants. Matt's Yveltal's going in for the protect, and Tapu Fini again going for Nature's Madness, but this time into that Mawile, meaning we'll drop it down to about a third. Jorge getting the tailwind up, he now has the speed advantage. Ooh, Iron Head from the Mawile, who's gonna go into the Fini.
Yeah, and the Mawile going last there is, like, I think unfortunate for Jorge, just because you could have had that chance for flinch, right? But he takes advantage of the fact that Yveltal was, I guess, afraid of something because he sets up Tailwind and that gives him that speed advantage for the next couple of turns. Tapu Fini's not in a really good position to be taking attacks right now. That Nature's Madness is nice because Mawile's in a position where it can definitely be taken down, and Yveltal's not looking so pretty either, right? Like, a double down from Matt into Jorge's, Mawile should be able to take it out. But that's if Matt's okay with taking enough damage from the Yveltal, or if he's okay, going last at that point.
And Jorge takes out his Yveltal into his Lando again, meaning that Fini is going to be a -3 attack, and Yveltal is a -2. Yveltal going into the foul play, into that Mawile. Oh, so close.
Oh man, that
was good. That Icy Wind is going to KO that Landorus, I think, as we saw last time, and didn't chip much off of the Mawile.
That's a critical hit too.
Oh,
yikes. And that part of that is like the fact that that resistance to from that steel type for ice is really nice there. But Yveltal avoiding that move is absolutely huge for Matt because he gets some more chip into that Mawile, and he only really has to stall out a couple more turns of Tailwind, and then he's going to be able to go after that Groudon. You have that ability for Foul Play, which we saw, and Foul Play just does so much on Groudon.
Desolate Land coming up.
Yeah.
Sunlight turns extremely harsh.
Yeah, I mean, keeping around this Yveltal for another turn is going to be absolutely crucial for Matt, and I think if you're him, you're definitely just going to go for a double protect if Tapu Fini on his side carries protect, but we've already seen Yveltal have that. He's keeping his last Pokemon in the back secret, so I think it is going to be that Kyogre that we're going to see right now.
Yep. Ogre coming in so that it wins the Weather War for now.
Yeah, that Primal Reversion, it's going to... I don't know if we've seen anything from his Groudon. I don't know if it's running Eruption or not, because Eruption is like a really nice move to have. And I think if you're saving Tapu Fini, you've got some plans for it later on. But yeah, Mawile is protecting itself, so.
And Groudon goes for the Stomping Tantrum into the Ogre. Does what is that, like a third of damage?
That's a lot.
Yeah, Yveltal goes into the Protect from Mawile, so Foul Play is not able to go off.
I think there's nothing wrong with protecting here, right? Tailwind expires on that next turn, and it's going to be the last turn of Tailwind. If you double protect here, or if you just you double protect and then you switch out, and then you set up your own Tailwind, and you set up Tailwind later on. I think if you're Matt and you actually go for Water Spout here as well, you can actually knock out both of those Pokemon. Yeah, the Sucker's Punch there, which was a really smart read, which is what I was going to say, darn it.
And Yveltal goes for that Foul Play onto that Mawile.
Yeah. I mean, Sucker Punch is good because at least it's Water Spout. Actually Matt was really good at that too. Understanding those potential.
Oh, wow,
that's nice. So all you do here now is you switch out.
Yep.
You switch out and Groudon. I mean, Groudon's not really doing anything in terms of like fire damage.
Yep.
But the fact is, like, Matt has put himself in a position where all he has to do is switch out and make sure that he keeps his Kyogre as a dominant position here. You could go for, I think what we're going to see is if he has Sucker Punch, that's what you go for, but we've seen Foul Play multiple times. It still has a +2 to its special defense. Stomping Tantrum won't hit Yveltal, but if he, there's that forfeit.
And Jorge takes the forfeit, meaning Matt takes game 1.
We're possibly either a half or a third of the way there.
Yeah.
It's one of those two. There's no other way.
We'll find out.
Yeah, and I think Matt played that really well. I think playing around Mawile with this kind of team is a little bit difficult, especially if you don't have the ground on.
Yep.
Right? You can't hit it with Passive Blades, you can't hit it with Fire Punch, you can't hit it with a lot of moves. And a lot of stuff here is just, it's going to go down to a lot of things on Jorge's side. I think the 4 that they brought was the right 4. Mostly because you're not going to risk Tapu Koko with, sort of anything like a Groudon switching in or Orlando switching in. but I think the turn where Jorge read the where Jorge went for the Tailwind and Matt went for the Protect was also really smart.
Yeah.
He took advantage as much as he could of those Tailwind turns. I think Mawile was just constantly under pressure, and its last act as getting that Sucker Punch was nice if Matt had clicked Water Spout but went for Scald instead.
Yep.
So, again, like, Weather Wars is just going to be super important in this one.
Yeah. And I think LA lost the Weather War today, unfortunately.
Yeah, we did. There's an umbrella setup happening out over there.
Yeah, it hasn't rained yet, but we'll see. So Jorge sends out the Mawile and Yveltal, while Matt starts with the Lando and the Kyogre.
Yeah, Intimidate is going after that Dark Aura like we saw last time. Mawile's Intimidate going last year before Kyogre goes for that Primal Version. Interesting choice of lead, I think, from Matt. He has to worry again about the Sucker Punch from Mawile, but Jorge has to decide which one's protecting and which one's switching out, right?
Yep.
Because whatever happens, he's going to take a lot of damage from either one of these Pokemon. Either he takes a potential Ground EMZ from Matt's Pokemon into that Mawile, and whatever he switches into there, unless it's that Cresselia, he's going to take massive amounts of damage, or he takes a full Water Spout or a Scald.
Yep.
And either way, guessing is gonna hurt him because is gonna hurt Jorge because he has to worry about the damage output that Matt has on here. Like, Matt went for straight like
offensive,
fire
yep, or water.
My bad. I really like that on him. He just went fully aggressive. Like, that is an offensive lead, and it's just like, I'm gonna deal out damage as much as I can. And if you want to try to stop it,
good luck.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do. I mean, you could switch in Groudon, but if you switch in Groudon into either spot, right, something's gonna take damage from it. So, that's Cresselia, isn't it?
Oh, it's Finny. Okay. So, Mawile's going back to Jorge and that Tapu Fini coming up. Landorus is going to protect.
We might see a Tailwind from that Yveltal.
Yep, Yveltal taking that Tailwind. And Ogre, Ice Beam. Oof.
I can appreciate that too, because
you
see potential for. You could get frozen because it is a flying type.
Yep.
I've definitely seen a couple Pokemon get frozen for way too many turns that they needed to. But I still think that Matt's in a pretty good position here, despite the fact that Jorge has Tailwind up. Matt still has sort of the pressure in terms of damage output still. Yveltal, if you have Sucker Punch or Foul Play, right, you can go for it now if you'd really like to. I mean, we know it has the Z move, but you can protect and kind of mitigate that as well. But Landorus is going to be switching out instead.
And I think it was really smart of Matt to go for the Ice Beam instead of, say, a Water Spout or an Origin Pulse, because had Jorge switched into Groudon, it wouldn't have gotten any damage outfit. So Yveltal's Misty Seed going up, and that Black Hole Eclipse. Where is it gonna go? We do know that Jorge's Black Hole Eclipse can KO the Lando, so it's completely possible he was trying to KO the Lando and didn't read the switch in, and Jorge did, and he goes in the Kyogre. Let's see how much.
Yeah, Kyogre is always the choice here, because if you get rid of Kyogre, you'll win the Weather War no matter what. You never have to worry about Groudon. I think doubling into the Kyogre here is really smart. Not losing that would be a really bad idea. However, that's a pretty big Kyogre.
Yeah, that is an Ice Beam, so he loses that Yveltal now.
And I think if you're Matt, the next turn is a perfect opportunity for you to set up Tailwind. You either switch out Kyogre or you bring in something else, right?
Yeah.
Mawile has Sucker Punch. We've seen that happen. So really what's going to happen here, I think, is Kyogre has to get out of there, because it's not going to be able to really deal with either Tapu Fini or Mawile very well. And you want to save that for
Weather.
Yeah, for once you knock out one of these Pokemon, and Groudon is
has
forced
to come back in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, if you're mad, maybe you bring back in Landorus here as you set up Tailwind.
He brings in.
Well, Landorus does come in, but
yeah, Landorus comes back in, meaning he's going to get the Intimidate drop on the Mawile and Finny.
Yeah, but it's not the Pokemon I expected to switch out. I guess you protect here with Kyogre, or not. I guess you go for attack. I think for me the reason that it would be so terrifying is because of Sucker Punch, and that's always something that I am worried about. But I think if you're Matt, then if you're not super worried about it, then
that Icy one's gonna go into that Lando and take off a ton of damage. Yeah, it takes about half. Meaning Ogre and Lando now get those speed drops. What?
Oh, okay.
Mawile goes into the Play Rough, into the Ogre. That's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
I think Matt here, he's lost the Weather War, and I think that's really going to help him lose the game if possible. He might still be able to take it, but
I think for Matt it matters a little bit less, right? Because there's not a lot on this side that like a lot on his side can deal with Groudon in specific ways, right? Landorus and Yveltal can both do a lot of damage to it. We know that if Landorus has Earth Power, then it can do a lot of damage to Groudon. We know that Yveltal can hit it with Foul Play. Tapu Fini will also take some of those moves really nicely. It's just a matter of the support, right? If you have, like, let's say you have, what's it called, Heal Pulse on here, then it'd be really nice to Heal Pulse your Landorus right about now. Like, if you're Matt and you ground EMZ into that spot where that Groudon just switched in, then you're, like, in a great spot, right?
Yeah.
Like, in Matt's case, I think because of the fact that he doesn't have a lot of Pokemon that require, like, the Water-type moves, he's in a better spot than most people would be in terms of Weather War and losing the Weather War.
He switches out that Lando, though, for the Yveltal.
So, I mean, if he had a Sucker Punch on his, that would be really nice too. He could set up Tailwind next turn. He's got a lot of interesting options that he can go for, right? He did lose that +2 special defense because he switched out earlier. So no more item consuming from this Yveltal. But ooh, that's rough. Oh, that is so rough. That would have been. If that had connected, that would have been a fantastic place, right? Like, that half HP on Groudon would have been phenomenal for him. He would have been able to just kind of double down into it without worrying. Tapu Fini is a Pokemon that you can ignore in this case because you've seen him be so supportive, and because of that fact, you can just be like, I'll leave you alone until later because I have other ways of dealing with you. But now I think you're in a spot where you have to cycle some damage here and make sure that Groudon is intimidated in some sort of fashion.
So, Lando coming back in, the Intimidate drops going up on Finny and Groudon. That Moonblast going into the Yveltal. Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage. Yep. Fire Punch into the Yveltal, and that's going to be enough to take the KO.
Yeah, this is a case of Jorge understanding exactly what Matt is worried about and what he needs to do. As we can see, the Pokemon that Matt's been trying to protect, I think he's been trying to protect that Tapu Fini, hasn't taken any damage. Landorus is on the field. It's going to get, it's going to be, I think, a little bit rough here, right? Because the Mawile in the back on Jorge's side also deals a lot of damage. If Landorus can land a hit into that Groudon and Tapu Fini can land an Nature's Madness, then I think Matt is still in a good position.
And Lando's going to protect. And so is Groudon. I think both Finias are going to go for Icy Wind right now.
Well, that's one of them going. Oh, that's actually really good. Very nice. Well, that's actually really good then, because Matt knows for sure he's got the fastest Tapu Fini now because of that Avoid. I didn't like that. You know, I mean, sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them, and in this case, like, Matt's going to have to really go for making sure he has that higher speed, because now you can go into that Groudon. You have to worry, though, about your Landorus getting knocked out. There is, the Ground EMZ.
There's the Ground EMZ from Lando. Tectonic Rage.
I wonder if Tapu Fini would be a good spot to go into.
No, I don't think so.
I still think it's Groudon.
Yep.
I think in this case you go for Groudon every time because you have to make sure you deal enough damage to it.
Yep.
It's just a scary Pokemon to have to.
It's cute though.
It is. It's adorable. Yeah.
And that is enough to take the KO to Lando, leaving both players with 2 Pokemon. Jorge has his Mawile left.
Very nice.
Tapu Fini Heal Pulsing her friend Lando.
That is a fantastic time to show that, right?
Yeah.
Because, okay, so Jorge's Mawile is coming into the field now, right? So now the question is, is how fast is that Mawile in comparison? This Tapu Fini and Landos are both at -1. Tapu Fini is also at -1 on Jorge's side, so that Mawile is generally really slow because back when we see it, it was running Trick Room. Yep. But if Matt can, if Matt has Earthquake, if that's from Earthquake damage, then he might actually have a chance of winning this, right? All he has to do is keep Heal Pulsing, but he also now has to worry about the Sucker Punch, because if you're Jorge, there's no reason that you shouldn't Sucker Punch with into the Landorus every time. Unless you want to be, unless like as Matt, you want to go for the icy win and then protect your Landorus, and just make sure that you're always like you can guarantee yourself, like you guarantee yourself that. Like, and then I think if you're Matt, and from the way we saw Matt play that his last round against Gavin, I think he plays the long defensive game, right? Because it's better to guarantee yourself the win, than it is to nothing else.
And the Moonblast going into the Finny.
I think he doubles into
Doesn't.
Oh, he's faster than the Mawile. Oh yeah, because Mawile is a slow Pokemon. Yeah, there's.
So, Tapu Fini is now at -2 speed, and Mawile is now at -1. Ironhead going into the Finny, but that berry procking, and again, snack time!
Yeah, I think here now, because that Tapu Fini on Jorge's side is at -2, you can definitely just go for an attack with Land. Oh, actually, I think you'd have to be careful still and go for like, either Hero Pulse or do something completely where Mawile can't go for the Sucker Punch, right?
Mawile goes for the Protect, and Lando...
He goes for the Heal Pulse.
Goes for the Earth
If you're
Power.
real, you Heal Pulse here, Matt.
Yes! Yes, Tapu Fini goes into the Heal Pulse, meaning that Icy Wind that the opposing Tapu Fini can do is going to do the same amount of damage.
Yeah. So even at -2, I think we had seen that even at -1, we saw that it was faster before the Mawile is at -1. So I think if you're Matt and you're remembering your Spirit Tears, you should remember that your Landorus, I think, is going to be faster right now.
Yeah.
So you can go for Heal Pulse again. You can go. I think both Tapu Finis are at -2, so it is going to be kind of a bit of a gamble.
Yep.
So I think then now you're going to play that game of Protect Icy Wind, and we're going to be here for a while. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Although I will say, like, if you can guarantee yourself as your win condition, there's no reason not to, right?
But
Okay.
Whoa, that was a great game to reveal.
I don't know if what did the Mawile do?
The Mawile tried to Sucker Punch, but it failed.
Okay, yeah. This is a little bit tough because now Matt's Tapu Fini is at -1.
Yep.
So Landorus has to go for a double protect or it gets knocked out. That's the hard part here. Yeah, that's the rough. I think if you're Landorus, you have to go for the double protect, right? It's gonna be really tough. Yeah, I think you have to go for the double protect here as Landorus. Oh, or not. Mawile is faster. Landorus Earth Power the Finny. Oh, it was like Earth Power the Finny!
Yep.
Yeah, I think Matt actually loses this then. Unless he holds on with that Landorus, right? It does about 80 damage every time.
Oh.
Yeah, Heal Pulse it. If you Heal Pulse your Landorus here, you'll be in a fantastic position. But you have to, like,
There we go. Heal Pulse
this is
coming
the hard
in.
part because I think clicking Haze wasn't the
best idea.
I don't agree with clicking Haze there because you were at the point where you were faster than the Tapu Fini on the other side, so it let them have a one-up on you. Because now you're forced to protect here with Landorus, go for another Icy, and hope that Jorge doesn't double down into your own Tapu Fini and get rid of it. Because if you're Jorge and you double down into that Tapu Fini on Matt's side, you'll win this game.
Yep.
Right, I mean, you might lose your Mawile, but you know the Icy Wind is happening there. Earth Power won't be doing that much. I think we've seen it have, I don't know if we've seen Jorge's Tapu Fini have a berry. So this is one of those things where when you're playing the, like, defensive game, the Haze is really, I want to say it's a misclick.
Yeah.
But it's like rough.
Oh, Moonblast going into that Tapu Fini. Using Earth Power.
Oh my gosh, he's actually gonna lose that Mawile then, I think. Oh no! Oh, did he double down to the? Yeah, so he doubled down to the Tapu
Fini.
Which is smart because that's what you should do, right?
Yep.
You double down to the Tapu Fini because now you don't win with just Landorus.
Yep.
Like there's no. I think that haste turn is what messed him up.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I think Matt is going to forfeit. Meaning we're going to move on to a game 3.
Yep. That's still a lot of soda. Gosh, there's so much soda.
Well, I'll take some of it.
Yeah, take it. Yeah, so this game 3, this has actually been pretty interesting. Matt has been playing low and slow defensive games all day. I still think that these 4 Pokemon are like the best Pokemon you have. because Landorus just does so much. Landorus can do so much damage, and I think both of them are still going to bring Tapu Fini.
Yeah.
But I will take back what I said earlier about how Weather Wars wins this, right? I mean, if you're Groudon and you get rid of Kyogre, it's better. But if you're Kyogre and you don't have Rain Up, it's not as bad.
Yep.
Because again, Matt's team in general, as long as you don't bring Scizor, can be okay in the sun. So, and I think we're gonna see the same for. I appreciate that Jorge is leaving his Landorus behind this time, because that's not the Landorus Tapu Fini matchups.
Bless you. She has the cutest sneezes, you guys. I'm jealous.
I think the Landorus Tapu Fini matchup for Jorge, where he brings his own Tapu Fini and Landorus, isn't as beneficial to him as it is for Matt, right? We haven't seen Heal Pulse from his Tapu Fini, because I think if he had it, his Marwa didn't take damage, so I actually don't know if he would have it, but it doesn't feel like it would fit as much in his team. Oh my gosh, this cold weather is really getting to my legs.
Oh, Matt is going hard now. Bringing the Scizor. Let's see.
Is that what a Scizor looks like? Somebody told you.
No idea. It's been a long time.
I don't know what Mega Scizor gets as an ability. I didn't think I would ever have to know. I'm gonna go look this up right now.
So Misty Surge going up from that Tapu Fini. Lando. What is Lando gonna do? Well, let's see.
I think if you're Landorus, you can go for you switch out, because you don't want to take that damage from from Tapu Fini in terms of Icy Wind.
Tapu Fini.
What the fudge is this? Here we are. Yeah. Mega Scizor on your screen, guys. Where's I never thought I'd say an Ultra Series. What is this?
Oh, wow. All right.
Oh, so it does. Okay, so it still gets Technician as Mega Scizor. So Foul Play is also going to do so much damage into that. I mean, Scizor is not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon in the world out there.
And Icy Wind going into Scizor and the Tapu Fini, not taking off much at all, but getting those speed drops.
Bullet Punch is going to be great with this.
Bug Bite.
Let's eat that berry. And you know the best part about this?
Oh!
You don't get confused because of terrain.
Dope.
So now you don't have to worry about Jorge's Tapu Fini healing itself up.
Yep.
You've got a bevy of moves. I don't know what Mega Scizor's moveset is.
We have no idea. I think we've already put the team sheets away. Like,
what is this?
We'll see.
What does this do? Well, if you're Tapu Fini here, you go for Icy Winds, like left and right, right? And Tapu Fini's not going to deal with that right now.
Jorge's taken out his Tapu Fini, switching in his Mawile, meaning we're going to get the other Intimidate drop.
Which is really important on this Scizor. Yeah. Here's the thing about this Mawile though. This Mawile can probably hit that Scizor better than Scizor can hit Mawile in my opinion because of Sucker Punch. Ooh, if that Nature's Madness had gone into that Mawile, ooh, that would have been so juicy. Yeah. Guys, I love this final a lot. I think it's really cool. I like 2 megas that you don't ever really see. Fantastic. Love that. That is so great. And like, I appreciate that the 2 of them have been able to make it work this far, like into the finals. And I think no matter which one wins, right? You've got a great Steel type mega that you don't normally ever see.
Yep. Scizor being taken out, Lando being put back in.
Yeah.
And getting the Intimidate drop on Yveltal and Mawile.
Yeah, we're gonna get that evolution now too. And I think it's a game of sucker punching again.
Yep.
Right. We did see Landorus be. What I really like is that Landorus has always been in a spot where no matter what it clicks into
Yveltal, like, the foul play going into that Lando, and wow, doing a ton of damage. Nature's Madness going into the opposing Yveltal. Play rough.
Oh
no. Yeah. Bye, Lando. That's rough.
Literally. It's literally rough. Yeah. That's hard for Matt, I think, to come back from, right? Landorus being the Pokemon that you lose here when we saw it be able to KO the Groudon with that Grandian Z. It threatens Mawile with Earth Power. If Matt can't call when Groudon switches in, he's gonna lose this, right? Because he can go for Ice Beam, but Mawile can go for Sucker Punch, it can go for Iron Head, it can go for Play Rough again. I mean, Play Rough is a risky move to choose because it has that chance to miss, which is never fine.
Yeah.
But I think Landorus is a key component to Matt's pivoting strategy, and like Scissor's fun to see, but without knowing much of what it's gonna run, I can't really say if it's good for him to have it in the back still or not. Oh, cool.
Oh, takes Ogre out, puts back in Scizor.
I'll help you go. Whatever I can.
Yveltal goes for the Protect Roar.
Oh.
Jorge
That's
goes for the double Protect.
That's smart. I think you're right. I think what he's trying to do there, right? You're trying to fish out the Z move.
Yeah.
So you're trying to make Matt burn his Z move as soon as you can, and that's cool. But now he's burned the protects, so I think Matt, even if he has a Scissor out here, it's going to be nice for him to be able to go for an attack into whatever slot. He has to again watch out for that Sucker Punch from Mawile. But Tapu Fini is a good sacrificial potential. That is cheeky.
All right.
This is cheeky as heck, you, because you can't get Sucker Punch from that. Let's go. The heal pulse is really nice too. You didn't take much damage from earlier, but that is really nice to have. Yeah, I can feel the rain. Is it raining sideways? It's raining sideways.
It's raining sideways.
Ooh,
So
that was rough. That Iron Head was a critical hit. That Tapu Fini needs to hold on in the next couple of turns because I would say it's the actual like linchpin of Matt's strategy between these 4 Pokemon. Right?
Yep.
Like if you lose Tapu Fini, you lose a lot of the best support you have for the rest of your team.
Agreed.
You lose that heal pulse. You will lose the Nature's
Icy
Madness.
Wind,
Yeah,
you lose your speed control. Yeah.
there's a lot of things that can go wrong once you lose that Tapu Fini, and I think Matt has to be aware, like, he has to protect it, but I also think the Pokemon he has in the back isn't one that you can sacrifice to keep Tapu Fini safe.
Yes. And now, Yveltal and Mawile can go for the Protect again, meaning it saves the those two from the
Have we
+1
seen Tapu Fini use
Scizor.
Protect?
We have not. Scizor
Nice.
used Bullet Punch into the Tapu Fini, not taking the KO, but hey,
So both Tapu Finis have haze. I will say, this is actually really smart, right? Because so Technician boosts Bullet Punch, and then the Swords Dance boosts that by like that +2 attack stage.
Yeah.
Tapu Fini is in a horrible position now because 1, it didn't have its barrier because it got eaten by Scizor earlier. 2, it's in a spot where it's like it has to. It also wants to help support its teammates, but it can't do that. So it either goes down this turn and allows Jorge a chance to switch into something, or Jorge brings back in that Yveltal, lets that go down, and it has Groudon and Mawile as sort of like the attackers in the back, right? Like again, I think for Jorge, as long as he gets rid of Kyogre, it's fine. Oh, that Scizor avoided that Mawile's attack.
Icy Wind. Oh wow.
It avoided. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it avoided Icy Wind.
That was a crit.
Nice critical hit there.
Tapu Fini going into Nature's Madness into that Mawile. Scizor using Swords Dance again.
So cheeky. I love this. I absolutely love this. Yeah, so Scizor dodging that Icy Wind is really nice for Max. You don't have to worry about speed tiers. Again, Tapu Fini holding on to 8 HP on that Icy Wind.
That is
absolutely choice.
That is dope.
Mawile is in a terrifying position here. If you think that Mawile goes for the Sucker Punch, and if you think that Tapu Fini goes for the Haze on Jorge's side, if you're Matt, you go for another Sword Stance, and then with that Tapu Fini, you attack because you've got. I think you have the speed advantage now again. So it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, wow, now you've got that game of what's gonna happen, right? Because if you lose the Scizor here, you're in.
Matt taking his Fini out and Ogre coming in. Meaning, like us, it's going to rain again.
It's actually raining right now. Not quite Primordial Sea levels, but it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally playing under umbrellas. Ooh, nice. So Bullet Punch is gonna be taking out
that Tapu Fini. Oh, hi Brady. And Mawile using Sucker Punch, but it fails into the Ogre spot.
So now we're gonna see. I think that it's the Landorus.
Groudon coming back in, meaning Ogre is going to lose the Weather War for now.
I think Groudon you're gonna protect here, right?
Yeah.
Matt lost his Landorus, right? And so he loses his one-hit KO for that Groudon with the oh my gosh, with the Groundium Z. I think here you're okay. So Matt now has to knock out something to keep Kyogre in here because he has to protect that Scizor, right?
Yeah.
If he can if he can protect that Scizor and knock out something with Bullet Punch, and as long as he calls it protect correctly, Matt wins this. Right? So, yeah,
but he's taking the defensive route and taking the protect onto Scizor.
Yeah,
Mawile is protecting.
Ooh, yeah, Groudon is going to be attacking here with Fire. Oh, Pestilence. This Tapu Fini is in so much trouble! Oh, poor Tapu Fini! Yikes. Oh. Actually, you know what? Matt might still win.
Yeah.
You can go for the Water Spout or the Scald, right? Because you're gonna win the Weather War, and as long as Scizor is faster, and you have the Bullet Punch is a priority move. Yeah. You're at +2 with Sword Stance. So if you find another place to Sword Stance and get to +4, you can do a lot of damage to Groudon. Yep. As long as you don't get hit by a Fire Punch. That's it. Because if you get hit by a Fire Punch, it's like game over.
That's out.
It's like the 4th player in the
So Groudon is going into Protect. Scizor using Bullet Punch into the Mawile. Good. That was a good call. Mawile going down.
Matt wins. What does he have in the back? Yeah, Matt wins this.
Yes.
Whatever he has in the back, Matt wins. I think it's that Tapu Fini? No. Yeah?
No, we already saw the Tapu Fini get knocked out. It was Yveltal.
Yeah. I mean, what do? You literally click Water Spout.
Yep.
You Bullet Punch, you Water Spout, you win. Wow. That was exciting. That was absolutely exciting. So, I mean, like, there's nothing more he can do, right? Like, I mean, unless he's faster, but I don't think he is. I mean, oh man, that is a big tire there.
Scizor using Bullet Punch onto the Yveltal.
Yeah.
Knocking it out, and...
What, you go for Scald here, yeah, right?
Oh, so, P-Blade's coming
watch
in.
Watch him super crit. I think even a crit doesn't like do anything here. Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
You gotta go for... just even you gotta critical hit. But yeah, there's no reason not to Scald on that position, right? Just in case of that.
Right.
So,
that were some dope finals. Yes. Matt, come here.
Matt, you can get over here if you'd like.
No, Matt doesn't have a choice. Matt.
You can fix that later. Come here really fast.
Come on.
So we can... Ow.
Matt got tangled in the wires. He is an adult.
He got tangled up in that final. Dude, that was a good final.
Oh, that was such an interesting final. Matt, come here.
Just take out your card later. Come on. Move it or lose it. It's like he icy winded himself like 3 stages. You can sit
Come
in the
on,
middle.
sit down.
You can sit in the middle. So, congratulations.
Wonderful Matt from NorCal coming to visit for our long
defending the title
weekend.
against somebody from Arizona.
Yes. All right. So
did he win last year?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
so Mega
I thought
Scizor.
No, so you're defending California.
Oh, okay.
Because he's from Arizona.
Mega Scizor.
Why did that come up?
Why?
Have you been spending too much time with Alan?
No.
Is that no? Okay.
I was just kind of laying in bed one morning and I was like, Mega Scizor seems kind of cool. So I just thought about making it what kind of team would be really good with Mega Scizor. So I just threw some stuff together, tried it, and it was really amazing. And I didn't really have to even tweak anything.
Okay.
And it just worked.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Game 2, you hazed at some point. Was that on purpose?
Yes.
Okay,
I was
why?
just trying to get rid of the speed drops.
Okay.
It was a tough spot. There wasn't really a whole lot I could do.
Okay.
I was, it's hard to even remember what was happening.
Those were like really long game days, right? Because at that last that end game in game 2, it was like, okay, Matt has to keep protecting and heal pulsing properly until he can get rid of Top Fini. But I think Jorge realized at some point
there just wasn't really a way for me to do that.
And I think he realized at some point your Tapu Fini was the linchpin of that team, right? Because he went after it hard.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
That Tapu Fini, I think, is the core of that 4.
Yeah, that was.
It's a very nice. It was nicely done. I know we're all cold and we all want to go home.
Yes.
Yeah.
So quick shout outs, keep it clean.
Oh
God. I know you wanna curse at Hector. But keep it clean.
Who doesn't?
I love Hector.
We have video evidence now, Hector.
He knows that. He loves me. He just has a funny way of showing it.
That's what he said too. He's like, Matt knows I love him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Hector and Alan and Dina and Anthony, who's at work right now, who couldn't be here.
We missed you.
We'll hang out with Anthony later tonight. Who else is here? I mean, those are Terry of course. Love Terry.
Miguel.
So
Miguel.
Yes.
And Miguel. Yes.
Yeah.
We all love Miguel.
I've never actually been to one of Miguel's events before, so that's.
And you went your first event.
Yeah.
One in the range.
Yeah. So. Yeah, thank you,
for bringing
Miguel,
NorCal weather
for
down
putting
here.
this whole thing on. This whole barbecue and mid-season thing is really fun.
Yeah, thanks for
Love
showing
it.
up.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just saw you
We're
last
happy
I'm
to
glad
see
I
you
did.
again.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, I guess that's really it.
That's it.
Okay.
It's a lot I want to ask you about the game, but we're all cold, and
We're cold. We're tired.
Yes, I would
We
like to
need
be inside right
caffeine.
now.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Our last PC is June 8th, so we are going to be back in Norwalk. Don't forget to register for NAIC once registration is up.
I think it is
up.
open.
Okay, don't
It's
forget to
open.
register for. Is it full? I don't think it's full. Get people to. I know it's in Ohio, guys, but
It's
come
in
on, let's
Ohio.
go.
Sorry.
Don't
And
forget
I know
Madison.
that like Ohio is a state, but I'm from North Dakota, so I can say Ohio is a horrible state because I'm from a worse one. So
I mean, I'm born and raised California, so I can't say anything. Don't forget to register for Madison if it's your last regional, so it's your last chance to really get like those points from there. NAIC is your last big, huge event before Worlds. So guys, come on! If you're so close to your invite, gotta grind out those points. Gio, stop that! Oh my God! All right, well, we're gonna end the stream now. Bye, guys.
yes.